Hi everyone, today I have another kind of book mail haul type deal. I just keep getting packages, some that I've ordered myself, some that my amazing randoms out there have sent me in the mail as book recommendations, and then you've sent me them to read. So again, before we get into opening all these packages, I just want to say thank you so much, you guys. Spoil me, and I appreciate it. I love that I can connect with a lot of you on this new level where I've always loved books, but I never really made dedicated kind of reading videos when it came to books. So I just love that I'm getting so much from so many of you as far as book recommendations and having amazing conversations with you guys about some of your most favorite books and books that have changed your lives and just all of it. So I'm really happy to be able to share my opinions, my books, my book mail, the things that I'm doing as far as reading. I know that I've talked about it before, but my Goodreads account is listed below the video in the description area. And my goal for this year was to hit 50 books. And I definitely should have put that way higher because I've read like over 30 something already and it's mid-March. So I've been busy, but that's just normally how I am. And this new app, there's Gemma. She's going to go sit on the stairs so she can, are you going to be in the picture, Gem? All right. Well, I have this new app on my phone and it's Scribd. You guys, I am in love with this app. I am reading even extra, and I have never ever been an audio kind of book person, really. I think it's because I can't focus unless it's like I'm reading it in my hands and it's right there for me to flip through. But Gemma, get down here. The kids aren't home. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but I've tried this app now and they have tons of books. They have podcasts, they have ebooks, they have audiobooks, they have graphic novels, they have everything you can think of, and I'm hooked. Hook, line, and sinker hooked. So many of the books that I wanted to order or I've talked to you guys about, I've found them on there. It is $9.99 for the month, but you never pay anything else. Like, you don't pay nothing else. You don't find the book and then have to pay $3.99 up to however extra much it is. Like, even on your Kindle app, which I love Kindle, I still have my Kindle app, but even with Kindle Unlimited, there are still some books that you have to pay for. And with this one, there's just so many things right there, and it's just the $9.99 a month. I've become an audiobook addict. Like, if I'm doing something that I can't physically be using my hands to read my book, I don't know what it is, but something clicked, and I just tried reading. I'm like, I'm going to try it out. I'm just going to, I'm interested in this one book, and I flew through it. I put it on 2x speed, and they sound like funny little chipmunks, but it was so good. While I'm walking on the treadmill, while I was editing some videos, while I was laying in the bathtub, while I was just laying in bed and didn't want to hold my books up with my hands, yep, I'm an addict. So thank you to that app, even though like I'm not in partnership with them, but definitely worth checking out. So check that out. Okay, enough with the talk. Let's open up some of these side packages we have here. I'm always so afraid when I cut into these, like I'm gonna cut the book or something in it, and it always scares me. Okay, let's see. Then she was gone. Okay, this is really funny because I knew one of you were going to send me this book because you let me know, and you guys, I have so many books that I want to read, so many books that I want to order, so many books that are like on my to be read list, so many books. So I could not remember for the life of me the other day, did I get this book? Was someone sending me this book? I couldn't keep track of all of the different books and things that I knew people were sending or I had already ordered. And I almost picked this up because I remember talking to you about it, Sheila, and it was like our conversation was so awesome that I knew this was happening. I was getting this book. So she did end up sending it to me, so I'm really glad I didn't buy this. It is called Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I cannot wait to read it. I'll give you guys a little info of what the back says here. It says, "No one ever just disappears. Ellie Mack was the perfect daughter, and then she was gone. 10 years after Ellie's disappearance, her mother, Laurel Mack, is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughters. The youngest, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away." Do you got, I already, yep, you, just wait. Because the eerily precocious Poppy is the spitting image of Ellie. And now the unanswered questions she's tried so hard to put to rest begin haunting Laurel all anew. Where did Ellie go? Did she run away from home as the police have long suspected? Or did something more sinister happen? A page-turner of sheer perfection. You guys, that sounds, can you imagine? As a mother, I cannot imagine. Oh, I don't even have words because I cannot imagine losing any of my babies. It would utterly, I don't know how I would go on. I don't. Anyway, thank you so much, Sheila, for this book. I know you said it was okay if I used your name, so I'm really happy I got this. And that is definitely going to be one that I try to read right away. So, I can't even remember which ones did I order, which ones. That's kind of half of the fun when you're getting book mail and stuff. And I never expected you guys to go all crazy and be like, I have book suggestions for you and I'm sending it to you in the mail. The people at my post office lately have been like, girl, all these book companies and all these different places sending you packages. And I'm like, I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not. So this one is... Oh, okay. So this is Summer Bird Blue by Akemi Dawn Bowman. And she is the writer of Starfish. I showed you guys that book. So this is like the second one, I believe, to it. And I don't think it's really necessarily to it. I just think this is the second book this author has wrote. I can't really remember. So I was very intrigued because I want to read the other book, Starfish, so bad by her. And this one, again, the reason I was so caught up in wanting to read this one as well, I'm going to read you guys the back of this one too and kind of let you see why. So it says, achingly beautiful and exquisitely crafted, Summer Bird Blue is an emotionally raw and utterly honest story about loss, about hope, and about finding the courage to sing your own song. Yes. Yes. Like, a quiet but powerful exploration of music and love and their ability to heal grief over time, like my favorite sad songs. This book settled deep into my heart and refused to let go. So I've had so many people tell me this is a 5-star read. I know you're going to rate it a 5-star read. So this is definitely on my to be read list ASAP-ish because I absolutely cannot. I got to read Starfish first and then I'll read that one. But again, I was so stoked to get that book. And this is discoverbooks.com. And I don't know if this is the one I ordered or if this is one that you guys told me you ordered me. Oh, okay. I remember this one. This is actually from one of you guys as well. So this is Furthermore, and this sounded so good. So I cannot ever, I'm not probably going to pronounce that right, but it's Tahiri Mafi. I probably said the author's name wrong, but I'll show you. It's right up here. Tahira Mafi? I'm not sure. So I kind of going to read you just a little bit of the inside of this one too. So it says, there are only 3 things that matter to Alice Alexis Queen's Meadow. That was a mouthful. Mother, who wouldn't miss her, magic and color, which seemed to elude her, and most of all, Father, who always loved her. It's been almost 3 years since the day Father disappeared from Farronwood with nothing but a ruler in his pocket, but Alice is determined to find him. She loves her father even more than she loves adventure, and she'll embark on one to find the other. To bring Father home, Alice will travel through the mythical, dangerous land of Furthermore, where down can be up, paper is alive, and left can be both right and very, very wrong. So there's a little more to it than that, but you guys, this sounded so amazing. And when you hear, you know, Alice in there, and then you hear about all of these amazing, like, enchanting fantasy type aspects of this book, it just makes me immediately, look at this staticky hair. Okay. Disclaimer. I've had quite the long day, and the fact that my hair even looks somewhat, we'll just pretend you don't notice my hair. So as far as like hearing the name Alice and then hearing about all this enchanting fantasy type magic place, like this book, it just makes me seem like it's like a different retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And this part on the back, I will read you this part too. It says, told in a rich, luscious, clever prose by an omniscient narrator, whose chatty asides warn and inform, Alice's remarkable adventure transports her across bizarre landscapes where she eventually realizes how wonderful it is to be herself and to have a friend she can trust. An original new Alice confronts her own Wonderland in this smashing fantasy. Furthermore, yes. Yes, I need to read this. I need to read this. I need to read this. And the inside looks so pretty. It's got these pretty little end cover or end pages. So, yeah, I got to read this. So thank you to the person that recommended that to me, as well as went above and beyond and sent me the book. Like I said, you guys, you don't have to do that, but thank you so much. You know they're going to be loved and cherished. And I finally opened up, you're probably not even going to believe me, but I swear, I finally opened up one of the boxes to my other bookshelves to put together, and I got pretty far on it until, well, I pulled everything out of the box. So for me, I got pretty far on it until I realized I needed a screwdriver, a hammer, and something else that they said I needed, which I didn't know I needed. I thought everything came in the box. I was wrong. So I did make, you know, a little leeway though with kind of pulling stuff out of one box. So I am going to get my other things set up here real quick and I actually have 2 more to set up. And then we're going to start playing and decorating my little library upstairs, and I'm super excited about that. So speaking of super excited, this book I purchased because I don't know, I'm not really one to read a lot of the did you see that? Bonk, slow motion. I'm not someone that's usually reading a lot of like the fantasy type stories, but I don't know, it's kind of really drawing me in. So speaking of I just had the most amazing conversations about this book, and this is Wicked Fox by Cat Chow. You guys, I don't know, I can't explain it, but first of all, how beautiful is that cover? Gorgeous. And this was the book of the month for July of 2019. And you guys, I can't even remember. There was so many of you that obviously don't even know each other, but recommended this book to me. And they were like, I know you said you don't do a lot of fantasy reading books and things like that, but I have a feeling you're really going to enjoy this book and get caught up in it. So I went out and bought it right away. So this is Wicked Fox, and it says, her life is in his hands, his heart is in hers, 100 days to choose who lives. So the first part of this book that really got me intrigued it says, 18-year-old Guy Mayung has a secret. She's a gumiho. I'm going to probably say these so wrong, and I've heard other people pronounce them. Gumiho, something like that. Okay, but what it is a nine-tailed fox who survives by consuming the energy of men. But she is also half human and has a soft spot for people. So she will not kill indiscriminately. With the help of a shaman, Mayung only takes the lives of men who have committed terrible crimes. Devouring their life force is a morbid kind of justice. Or so she tells herself. But killing men no one would ever miss in bustling modern-day Seoul also helps Mayung keep a low profile. She and her mother protect themselves by hiding in plain sight. And then it gives you some more information about what happens and how she meets this man. You guys, I can't wait to jump into this. And like I said, normally I'm not a fantasy type book girl necessarily, but I only think that's because I haven't read a lot of fantasy books. So considering this was a new year for me to really just open up and read anything and everything, I am definitely gonna jump into these books ASAP. So I'm super excited to read those. And okay. Now, I don't remember. I think the rest are all from you guys. Honestly, I really do. I can't remember. My brain just doesn't want to work anymore. And I don't know. I don't know if I can keep blaming type 1 diabetes or COVID brain or whatever. I don't know. But it just, my brain don't want to work no more. So, oh, this book. I was waiting. Okay. Ooh, yes. This one was also sent to me by one of you. And it is a graphic novel. So this is called Seconds. And it's by Brian Lee O'Malley, author of Scott Pilgrim series, Seconds, a graphic novel. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the hardcover. Oh my gosh, that's like stunning. Okay, that's adorable. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I want to show you guys. That was also one of my goals this year, was to read more graphic novels because I never really read them. And now I've read so many compared to before. And I have to admit, I'm addicted. They're so freaking cute. So this one says, Katie's got it pretty good. She is a talented young chef. She runs a successful restaurant and she has big plans to open an even better one. Then all at once, progress of the new location bogs down. Her charming ex-boyfriend pops up. Her fling with another chef goes sour. And her best waitress gets badly hurt. And just like that, Katie's life goes from pretty good to not so much. What she needs is a second chance. Everybody deserves one after all, but they don't come easy. Luckily for Katie, a mysterious girl appears in the middle of the night with simple instructions for a do-it-yourself do-over. 1. Write your mistake. 2. Ingest 1 mushroom. 3. Go to sleep. 4. Wake anew. So this is the graphic novel that has to do all about that. You guys, look at how pretty this art style. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to read this. Okay, this looks adorable, and the hardcover even underneath this. Yes. Love it. So, cannot wait to read this one as well. Thank you. I wish I could remember all of your names, but so many of you were like, you don't need to thank me, which obviously that's not going to happen. I'm definitely going to thank you. And you don't need to use my name, which sometimes just feels wrong to me, but I'm fine with protecting people's privacy. So if you don't care, I won't beat myself up about it. But I have messaged all of you that have sent me these books and let you know how much I appreciate it, and that you guys just, I love you guys. So this is actually a book that I ordered myself, and I'm surprised that this is here already because, first of all, is that not gorge? That is so gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. So this is by Crystal Sutherland, and it is House of Hollow. How these are look like they're like little sewn tags. How cute is that? Okay, so This was actually a book discussion that I had with another YouTuber who has kind of a booktube type channel herself. And she told me she just got done reading it. She told me it was a really fast read. And she's like, you have to read this. Because she knows what kind of genre of books I really get into. So I'm going to read you guys the back of this one too. So this one says, where did Green Hollow go? Iris Hollow and her two older sisters are unquestionably strange. As children, they disappear in a Scottish city street, only to return a month later with no memory of where they'd been or what had happened to them. So, super, super intriguing. There's way more to read, but I'm not going to read all of that to you. You guys can pause it if you want and check that out. But I'm super excited to read this. I have so many books. And that makes me so happy. Okay, so those were all of the ones that came in the mail, and I still have one package here that I need to open. I have no idea what I did with the other package. Actually, I don't think I have it. I opened it. See what I mean? Like, I can't. The next two books that I do have to show you, though, are the last two books. So I got both of these from Walmart. I don't know if you guys remember, but I recently read The Lying Game by Ruth Ware, and I really, really liked her writing style. You get really immersed with her characters and the way she writes and how she just kind of brings the characters to light and gives you like a whole open view of what kind of people they are. And I just really liked the way she actually wrote, especially in this book. So in this book, it does tell you about her new one that was coming out, and it is called The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. So this one, I'll read you like some of the things on the back here. It says, a psychological thriller that will keep readers spellbound. The intense final chapters just might induce heart palpitations, which that's always, you know, warning. We don't need no heart palpitations here. And then it also says, if you're a fan of Agatha Christie, get ready to curl up with this suspenseful mystery. This book may just do to cruise vacations what Jaws did to ocean swimming. So how freaking intriguing is that? So the other one that I purchased myself was by Natasha Preston. And this one, I don't know, I just love the cover of this one. Like, how pretty is that? And it is called The Fear. And this one just really caught my attention because I'm pretty sure I was looking at a book that she wrote previously and it was called The Lake. And I definitely want to go find that one again because I think I read like the first 2 chapters of it and never got to finish it. So this one is basically about, I'll just read the back to sum it up real quick. It's a stupid meme that's going around their small fishing town in the dead of winter. People reposting and sharing their biggest fear. But when her classmates start turning up dead, dying in the way that they said scared them the most, Izzy knows it's no joke. So she goes on to try to find the killer, and you guys, on the floppy scale look at this book. There's like some hardcore flop going on. And I don't know why, or if you guys know that, but that like, I love that. I don't know why. I just love a good floppy book. So these are the last 2 books that I did pick up. And like I said, I found both of those at Walmart if you guys were interested. I think they were like $8 or $9 a piece. They were pretty cheap. And then I have this package here. And I decided that I was going to save this and open it up. And we're going to do a whole new video for this one. So I'm saving this one. We'll make that when I have a little more time because I know my husband's going to be home. My kids are going to be home. And what's in this package is super, super exciting. Super exciting. And especially since, you know, I'm reading more books as far as ebooks and things like that go. If that gives you a hint. Wink, wink. So with that being said, let me know what you guys are reading right now. What are you currently reading? What do you want to read? What are you guys looking for? If you have more recommendations for me, I got a list. I got a little journal going of like all of my books that I want to read, all of that good stuff. So if you hung out with me all the way to the end of this video, leave me a little thumbs up emoji in the description, like comment area below this video. That way I know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Because that way, you know, then I just know. And even if you just want to say hi, if you want to say anything, I love reading your guys' comments. It makes me so happy. And again, a huge thank you to all of you amazing randoms of mine that hang out with me, that listen to me babble, that listen to me talk about books, that listen to me talk about random everything, complain, all of the good stuff that we get to do in this life. So keep your eyes open for this here opening, because it's an exciting opening. I mean, you know, it is to me and probably the rest of my book nerd friends. So, all right, you guys, as always, stay random. And if you haven't joined this wonderful random family already, make sure you hit the subscription. There's a little icon picture of my face up in one of these corners here at the end of this video. If you click it, it'll help you to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. That way, every time we randomly post, you'll be notified. All right, you guys, as always, stay random. Bye, guys.